Good evening from Philadelphia and the city of brotherly love. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And here on South Broad Street, Jay, the spectrum used to reverberate. You can say the same now for Wells Fargo Center.
And you know what, Ed? All you need is a little bit of patience and a couple of top NBA draft picks, and you find guys like Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid that will forever change the face of your franchise.
These days, it feels like 1983 in South Philly. The Jazz begin this game with the basketball. Conley, now a pass stolen by the Sixers. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Simmons. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Has a look. Harris's shot won't go. Mitchell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Shot from the lane won't go. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's Jazz ball. To Rudy Gay. To Conley. Rudy Gay slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Embiid. Nice pass to set things up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
And scores on the Euro step.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Cashes in for two.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Rudy Gay, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. First try at the line, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down 3. Count the basket at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Sixers control it. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on... Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Joel Embiid has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Conley into the front court. They're down 3. And a chance coming up at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Donovan Mitchell at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Simmons. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy. But you got to be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Utah ball. Conley to Rudy Gay. Takes stock of the floor. Conley. Not that time. Almost, and he's not getting the call. To Conley. Not that time. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. And
he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Whiteside. Oh, emphatic slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Rudy Gay. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. Whiteside to Gobert. Not that time.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering, oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Ah, rocking the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Clarkson to Whiteside. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Clarkson with the basketball. Down a point. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. To Tobias Harris. From the painted area, won't go down. Rudy Gay. Rudy Gobert returns last year. The Jazz go on their run. Jay, how reliant is Utah on the Frenchman?
I would say pretty heavily, considering he's the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year. This team has to win it on the defensive end. That is the mentality of the Utah Jazz.
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Short jumper off the mark. Embiid lets it fly from beyond the arc, off the mark. Oh, and a putback.
Now, while everybody was staring at the flight of the ball on the defensive end, he was busy carving out space, being active, getting that offensive rebound. That's his second offensive rebound in the first quarter.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game for the Utah Jazz.
Clarkson
Number 2. And number 4.
to Gobert. Slam dunk. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. That is great vision to set it up. Drummond to Danny Green from long range. His first effort off the mark. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Jazz have the ball.
Hey, lock up.
Clarkson to Joe Ingles. Swallowed up by Drummond. To Danny Green. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Mitchell to the basket, but he can't get it to go.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Clarkson. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
That's off the side of the rim, short. The follow won't go either. To Joe Ingles.
Left in the first quarter.
To Gobert. 4-3. Rebound comes down to Simmons. Out Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Mike Scott. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Stepping in for Utah, number 22, Taho Sefolosha.
Grayson Allen to Gobert. Good look that time, but off the mark. Rudy Gobert. 3 for 6 now.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
It goes down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Probing the defense. To Seth Curry. Here's a chance from long range. Offensive board. Slams it home on the putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Joe Ingles. To Gobert. And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. It's the Sixers out in front. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Hassan Whiteside. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
I got him. And a nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Conley to Whiteside. Danny Green pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Knocked loose. What a save. That's hard work right there. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the iron. No good. Throws it up. Oh, blocked away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Anthony Tolliver. Subbing in for the Utah Jazz.
Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
Pick up.
Grayson Allen to Joe Ingles. Andre Drummond sends it away. Philadelphia with the basketball.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
First free throw is good. second of 3 is good. Three for 3. Nice. Nothing going here on that drive. Add 2 points to the board.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Sixers have the basketball. To Drummond. Won't go. Sizing up the defense. Grayson Allen to Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
To Drummond. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Grayson Allen to Joe Ingles. Here comes the screen. Andre Drummond swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Fires the 3. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Thabo Sefolosha, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Sixers control it. Probing the defense. No good. Defense catching a break there. The big fella, Andre Drummond, looking good. 4 for 5.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
In the front court comes Simmons. Up by 3. And the 2. The finish at the rim for Drummond.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Conley gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. To Conley. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. And draws contact. Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Andre Drummond at the line. First one, count it.
Subbing in for the Utah Jazz, number 45, Donovan Mitchell.
And gets both to drop at the line. Mitchell with the basketball. Right now, down 7. The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
close. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Conley into the front court. They trail by 7. Andre Drummond rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Hassan Whiteside. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Rudy Gay to Conley. The drive, right to the basket. To Conley. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Utah's got it to Whiteside. Rudy Gay surveys the floor, driving right to the basket. Well defended, shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
On the follow, way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. He'll run the offense. Short jumper won't fall.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Rudy Gay slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Tobias Harris. He gets it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Conley in the front court. Looking to make something happen. Andre Drummond sends it away. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 45, Donovan Mitchell.
Whiteside has a chance. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Tobias Harris. fires the three. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Screen coming. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. To Gobert. Big finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Short jumper off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Rudy Gay to Conley. Baseline drive. The shot almost. For three. And the rebound taken in by the Jazz. Conley into the front court. They trail by two. Rudy Gay to Gobert. The pass set it all up.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Tobias Harris. Going to launch beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Lets it fly from long range. It's rebounded by Gobert. Conley to Gobert. Philadelphia with the basketball. Almost unlucky bounce. To Conley. Cleans it up and a put-back slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Conley to Joe Ingles. Nothing going here on that drive. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? And he finishes at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Deep three at the buzzer. Goes down. A three at the buzzer. How about that end to the first half as they take the lead into the locker room? That's it for the first half. The Jazz out in front.
Let's get right into the action here. The Jazz are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. The 76ers are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And while they may be down, it's not for a lack of effort. They deserve some respect for how well they've generated scoring with their offensive rebounding. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
Gobert has been punishing the rim with a variety of dunks. This is a guy that wants the top play section all to himself.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Easy path to the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Utah with the possession. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening. Rudy knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Oh, Ben Simmons. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Knocked loose. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. It'll stay with Utah. Conley. Tobias Harris with the block. Sixers have the basketball. And the Jazz have it. They've cleared the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. Whiteside. To Rudy Gay. Oh, I missed a short one there. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Jazz will take a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. No good. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Team foul number 1.
to Whiteside. Off the assist.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Here's Simmons with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. It remains Sixers basketball. To Tobias Harris from long range. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Tobias Harris with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he knocks it down at the line. It's Jazz ball to Whiteside. Rudy Gay. To Whiteside. Short jumper misses. Simmons with it. It's an 8-point lead. 4-3. It's good for 3.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
To Rudy Gay. Joel Embiid. Huge block. 4th this contest. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it. It's a 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
And remember, Ed, they trailed at the halftime. This is not the same team that we saw in the first half. Playing with a new zest for life, apparently.
Defense making the ball handler work. Conley to Rudy Gay. Not that time. Terrific vision. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Utah ball. Conley. Down to Gobert. Joel Embiid with a piece. Ooh, 5 now. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 2.
Tobias Harris able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. The follow won't go either. Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys down big. To Gobert. Joel Embiid pins it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Knocks down a tough shot. Now a smothering defense.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Slams it down.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Jazz have the ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Sixers able to clear the rebound. To Simmons. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Conley into the front court. Down a bundle. To Gobert. Here comes the screen. To Joe Ingles. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. He throws it down.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Rudy Gay to Conley. Beyond the arc for three. Good contest on the three. Conley misses.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Rudy Gay slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Harris. And the rebound taken down by the Jazz. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Utah's got it. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Joe Ingles to Rudy Gay. Oh, he had it. Fires the three. Off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Looking to make something happen. To Rudy Gay. Short jumper stays out. Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. To Rudy Gay. Add 2 points to the board. We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll take a moment to talk things over. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Embiid. Simmons to Embiid. No good and no foul. To Conley. Whiteside. A shot no good on the drive by Conley.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Count the basket.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
For three, it's Embiid with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
First one goes down. Second and 3, no good.
Defense, let's go.
Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Sixers control it.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Take stock of the floor. To Drummond. Shot from in close. No good. It's Clarkson with the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Has a look. Wide open look. Won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
To Seth Curry. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lets it fly from long range. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Ersan Ilyasova at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. First free throw is good.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 25, Ben Simmons.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Good shot.
One minute remaining in the third quarter.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
And finishes strong. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To Drummond. And draws the foul.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Personal foul. Team foul number 4. Utah Jazz are in the penalty. For the Philadelphia.
Andre Drummond. A couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. And he makes them both.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Andre Drummond sends it away. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten there. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Curry shot, no good. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. Long key from three-quarters court. That ends the third quarter, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
To Whiteside. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jordan Clarkson. Simmons to Drummond. Seth Curry. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. Utah with the possession. Probing the defense. Has a chance. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
I'm on D. Oh, yeah, it's me and you. Me and you.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Screen coming. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover. Short jumper off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
And draws the foul. So Hassan Whiteside will go to the line to shoot two.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Hassan Whiteside has got 2 shots coming. Not the best career mark, 62%. Knocks down the first.
Entering the game for the Jazz, number 24.
Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. The follow won't go either. To Simmons. Drummond. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. And look out. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
To Joe Ingles. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Drummond. off the assist.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Joe Ingles. From long range, Drummond snares the rebound. To Simmons. Hassan Whiteside swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And the two. The finish at the rim for Drummond.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the 76ers, number 3.
To Simmons. Rudy Gobert rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Rudy Gay. Conley. Trying to cash in, and he buries it.
The assist from number 50, Mike.
To Tobias Harris. For 3. Not easy.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that. That was nice.
It's Jazz ball to Rudy Gay. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
And scores.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Tobias Harris. Shot clock winding down to Tobias Harris. Here's a chance from long range. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezi. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Get down. Half court, hands off.
To Simmons. Hassan Whiteside sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Conley into the front court. His guys down big. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Conley to Rudy Gay. Fine to shoot. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for two.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Beyond the arc for three. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Conley into the front court. Down a bundle. To Gobert. Short jumper off the mark. Fires the three. Now that's a contest. Across the timeline, it's Conley. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Count the basket inside.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Mike Conley at the line for two shots. A career 81% free throw shooter.
The Utah Jazz, number 45, Donovan Mitchell.
And gets both to drop at the line. Simmons into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Rudy Gobert snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris. For three. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Mitchell buries it.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Mitchell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Coming right back to you. Give me stance. It's coming. Give me stance.
Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Conley shot off the mark. To Drummond. To Simmons. Rudy Gobert tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Simmons with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Conley. That's out. Last touch by Mike Conley. Sixers have the basketball. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers did what great teams do best: finish. And how could I not mention all the shots they blocked in this one? You can see the confidence grow with each one, and it really fed into their success as a team. It was a pretty standout way to win. The Jazz are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Andre Drummond gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
The NBA Season 9 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 2-2.
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
Game 1-7 Memphis Grizzlies 9-5 Minnesota Timberwolves 1-3-8 Final. Game 1-7 Orlando Magic 108 Milwaukee Bucks 117 Final. Game 1-7 Charlotte Hornets 105 Atlanta Hawks 115 Final. Game 1-7 Oklahoma City Thunder 105 Boston Celtics 111 Final. Game 1-7 New Orleans Pelicans 9-4 Indiana Pacers 111 Final. Game 1-7 Miami Heat 1-0-0 Washington Wizards 1-0-3 Final.